Hey guys, well, I've ordered a bunch of parts and I think I'm going to try giving it a little hone today. I've got this cylinder hone here that I think will handle the job. Here, let me show you guys what I got. See this? No, I'm just kidding. I'm kidding. Really, I'm kidding. This one has a broken one. I was going to use this one. No, I'm kidding again. Anyway, I just couldn't resist. I don't know why. I just couldn't resist. So, we're going to use this. It doesn't have to be released. It's just fine the way it is. I just pinch a couple of them in and that's it. So, everything's apart. I have all my lifters over here. These are all hollow. I kept them in the same orientation. You could see, which is what you want to see. You want to see a circular pattern on the bottom of that with no scarring. So the cam's wearing really well. I mean, I'm gonna spin it up and on the lathe, and I'm gonna polish up the bearing surfaces because I've got rod bearings coming for it. The rod bearings are garbage. Yeah. And here's the valve assemblies. I think I showed you guys that. The reason my valve assemblies came out so easy, especially on the exhaust, even though I don't use a round guide seal, I use a square face guide seal. I put anti-seize on it, and that's enough to give it just that lubrication it needs to pop out when you want to pop out a valve. I just thought I'd share that a little bit, but let's come over here and take a look at a couple of these cylinders and see what we can do to clean them up a little bit, because I'm going to run the same rings. They're chromoly. The rings are beautiful, so I might as well give it a little bit of a crosshatch. And when you take your hone, you want to give it a steady movement in and out at a rate that'll give you about a 45-degree crosshatch. So this is what we're going to do right now. Let me bring you over here to one of the cylinders. We'll look at it. We'll go ahead and hone it out, and we'll look at it during the process. I'm going to try not to blind you guys, okay? There. This is what the cylinder looks like. You can see the scars, and yeah. This is, I think, the worst one over here, because I mean, the rest of them, they just have from the piston slap. You know, on a race motor, loose is better. So, and you can see where they've been polishing in, but there's still some cross-hatching left to be seen. So they weren't fully broke in yet. Since I haven't used this yet, I kind of like to, and I just use WD-40 on this. I don't use motor oil on it. These are 220 stones. I was going to use fine stones on it, but I decided against that, since I've got a couple sets of these and only one set of fine stones. So I'm just going to start it and hold it at a steady speed, move it in and out, and I hope I don't make you guys dizzy. I didn't realize how close the camera was to this drill. Now, don't leave your hone when you stop at the bottom of the cylinder and drag it back up. You're going to defeat the whole purpose of putting the crosshatch in it. So it'll break in right. And it'll hold the oil in there until it does. Yeah, that's looking better already after one pass. Let me bring you down here. Where'd my flashlight go? That LED just washes everything, looks kind of weird. See, and that's just after one little, 30-second pass with it. I'll let you guys follow me through one of these till I get finished with this one, then I'll go ahead and do the other 7, and we'll go on to the next. Oh, there we go. Happy trigger finger there. And be careful how far down you go, because you don't want to hit any webbing down there. Need more oil. Oh, that's looking really good. Okay, I think I'm going to leave this one alone at that. Let's go look at it. And my flashlight. Oh geez, sorry about that. It's one of those. So, this is how it looks inside there now. And that's only after about a 30-second pass and probably not even a minute pass. So we're going to go ahead and do the rest of them. I'll bring you over here. I'll show you after I'm all done with them all. And we'll move on. Come on. There you go. You can see down the cylinders. So, yeah, I think I'm really pleased with the way that the cylinders turned out. But just put a little bit so I don't get any little rust spots or anything. Never can tell. Well, I think it's going to sit around for a couple more days until I get my parts in. I haven't pulled my cam bearings out yet. I'll go ahead and do that. You can see where this one over here was backfilled with some bronze in the bottom of the run, in the floor of the runner. I'll try to use the proper terminology like relief. Sorry about that, guys. Oh. Anyway, if anybody out there knows where there is a 59 AB block that's in decent shape, let me know. I'm looking for one. Doesn't have to be a race motor. I don't really care. As long as it's a 59. Doesn't have to be an L like this one. I'd still like to build another Flathead, and I think that's what I want to stick with, is the craft, since that's what I've loved since I was a kid. So maybe somebody's got one out in the barn somewhere. I don't know. So if you guys know anybody that might have one of these that they're willing to part with, have them contact me, please. I'd really appreciate it. I don't know how far I can afford to have it shipped. I guess I'll find out. It doesn't have to be in town or in Northern California, but I'm willing to drive a ways for it because I'm in Sacramento, California. Anyway, thank you for watching. I really appreciate it. This was just a short video just to let you know what's going on here. I'm going to go ahead and check the taper in the cylinders again and clean off some more of this carbon right here, and maybe run over to the auto parts store and pick up a couple fittings. I'm not going to overthink things. You guys are right. I'm just going to go with it. It's just that I wanted to do so much, but I can only do so much. If that makes sense. I'm still having a blast. I feel like I'm 8 years old inside. I mean, when can you do this? Any day you want to do it. I'll be going through all the threaded holes with the tap, even though I did last time. There's got to be some kind of stuff in it. I power washed it and cleaned some of the paint off the front of it here. So it's about ready to roll. I'm just going to have to get in there and pull those cam bearings out.